13 plus 2 equals, I don't know, 15, maybe 37. What do you mean, maybe? Triangles. Triangles in math worksheets. I found the person from all the maths problems. Math is math. Math equals maths. Maths minus maths equals 0. I used the maths to destroy the maths. When British people say maths, I laugh because that's stupid. When American people say math, I laugh because that's stupid. When teachers say math, I cry because I'm stupid. Daughter. Dad, look, I can do maths. 14th century dad. Mum, if I have 8 apples and eat 3, how many do I have left? 7. If I have 8 apples, nothing worse than math at the kitchen table. You couldn't leave, eat, or go to sleep until it was done. Guy in math problem, choosing a shape for the lawn. Oh, so you like math? Name every answer. Imaginary numbers. This is why people drop out. Sorry, that's not correct. Your answer was 14 and the correct answer is 40. I was 12, you were 15. I'm 16 now, but you're still 15. This kid doesn't know basic math. She should be 19 or 20 years old. Would you rather have $1, which multiplies by 0.5 every day for a whole month, or $100,000, no catch? This dude is really taking maths notes in Microsoft Paint. If you haven't cried in maths class, you're not allowed to follow me. Mathematical illiterates on this blog only. You don't need to be mathematically illiterate to cry in maths class. You just keep taking higher and higher maths until you cry. Wait, does that plus sign necklace mean you like math? Optimist. The glass is half full. Pessimist. The glass is half empty. Mathematician. The water occupies 50% of the volume contained in the glass. Engineer. The glass is 2 times bigger than it needs to be. That's why you need to know math. 100 pennies equals $1. 700,000 over 100 equals $7,000. Oh, Tammy. Oh, I hate calculus. Why did I sign up for this? You should have signed up for spelling classes instead. Pun or not, you spelled sign wrong. There is literally no place where it is written sin. That is for trig, not calculus. In calculus, the trig functions sin, cos, tan. Things are heating up in the math fandom. My teacher is actually tweaking. Get X, gang, or you're gonna PMO. Me, an interest in science, but math, stopping you right there. My math skills at age 10. 15 times 13 equals 195. My math skills now. Is 8 a number? Why are Americans so bad at maths? 60% don't like maths. 30% like it, but don't have good teachers. And the other 20% are actually good at maths, like me. The child actors in Harry Potter would do their actual schoolwork in the movie to make the school setting more real. Math. Definitely math. Why I hated math. In class, 5 plus 5. Homework. Yeah, not hard at all. Test. With 2 sheep flying, 1 yellow and the other headed right. How much does a pound of asphalt cost, given that the cow is 10 years old? 3 rules. No wishing for death, no falling in love, no bringing back dead people. I want to divide by 0. There are 4 rules. Why does your sword have those things in the middle of the blade? It's called a stabicus. It helps me with maths problems. What kind of maths do you do with a sword? Long division. If you eat 400 bananas every day, your heart will stop beating due to potassium poisoning. The guy from the math problems. No maths is harder than toilet paper maths. 12 equals 54 regular. 30 equals 68. 12 equals 72. 18 equals 80. What's the pattern here? Is there even a pattern? What's your password? 165739. Why? Slay. 12-year-olds in maths class. 67, 68, 69. Oh, this meme's old, man. To the person who made this meme in the past, they wouldn't say 6-7 without a reaction anymore. No one would. Girls copying math homework. Change it a little. The teacher shouldn't find out. Okay. Boys. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? Regular person. The deepest hole in the world is over 12 kilometers deep. Average topology enjoyer. There has never been a hole dug in the world ever. Prove that 1 plus 1 equals 2. I think I'd fail this. I don't know how to prove that. Hell no. Engineers. Nobody applies your invention. No. Pure mathematicians. Nobody will apply your theorem ever. I hope so. You know what's really odd? Numbers not divisible by 2. That joke was so bad I can't even. If you cannot see a number, you have a cold, have a headache, need sleep, need water, suck at maths, have low blood sugar. What doing basic math feels like when you're genuinely an idiot. That must have been one boring math class. If you ever feel useless, then you haven't seen this simplification. That makes me sick. 20% of crashes are caused by drunk drivers. This means 80% of crashes are caused by sober drivers. Statistically, it's safer to a math person's perspective. Math person here. We don't do this. Thanks. Y'all ever just try to do basic math in your head and your brain blue screens? My brain shuts off the mere second it realizes math will be in involved. Evolution of the multiplication symbol. Artists drawing a circle. Not good enough. Control Z. Mathematicians drawing a circle. Perfect. Today's special, Fibonacci soup. Ingredients: yesterday's soup and the day before yesterday's soup. 3 out of 4 people make up 75% of the population. China father cries after tutoring son daily for 1 year and he scores 6 out of 100 for maths exam. Lloyd and Anya. After a breakup, these items will be deleted. Me deleting all the math worksheets at the end of the school year. The alphabet. Some psycho. Mathematicians coming up with imaginary numbers instead of admitting they were wrong. Math teacher. Infinity does not exist. Me. Have you ever played Minecraft, miss? Also. In America, do you call your teachers by sir or miss? Because in the UK we do. 5th grade math student. Math PhD student. What is 5 plus 7? Why was 6 afraid of 7? I feel like I have been waiting for this my entire life. I fell out of my chair. 7, 8, 9. My favorite part of maths is learning a new thing and being like, oh, so that's what the button is for on the calculator. Little cousin crying because he failed his maths test. Don't worry, I failed maths when I was your age and look how I turned out. Starts crying harder. Me. Yeah, it's fair. Psst, Spidey, what did you get for number 7? Dude, shut up. I don't want to get in trouble. I got Waterloo. This is a math test. Are we not going to talk about how Deadpool is writing with scissors? Every math class has these students. The smart kid who got the answer in 2 seconds. Normal people wondering where all the numbers are. The kid who says answer with full confidence but gets it wrong with Students with God-level intuition. The people who got the answer before smart kids but didn't say it. Physicists who hate math but need it for physics. Public school. 30 kids, 1 teacher, 7 hours. Homeschooling. 1 kid, 1 teacher, 3 hours. You do the maths. I can't do the maths. I was homeschooled. A simple math problem. Me finding the most confusing way to solve it. Math class. Math homework, math exam. And then Satan said, put the alphabet in math. Not again, Satan. And then humanity put the Greek alphabet in math too. And even Satan raised an eyebrow and left to study art. And then he failed art school. Bro, this coffee I bought is so good. I'm so alert right now. I could probably do a math problem correctly. Math majors be like, 1 plus 1 equals 2. Source. 8th grade math student. Basic algebra. You need high math knowledge to understand this. I found treasure at the square root. A straw has 2 holes. Are you sure about that? A straw has a lot more than just 2 holes. I failed a math problem. Math mistake. English mistake. It's always reading the question wrong. Most of the time, a lot of the mistakes are from that. At least in my case. I think most people do. Math teachers, when you use an easier method and not the one you're supposed to use, blow my mind. If you randomly pick a real number, the probability it's rational is 0. Insta $1 million or 50% chance of 50 million. I think the answer depends on how much money you already have. Because if you have no money, I don't know why you would ever take the 50% chance. Because a 1 million would change your life significantly. But if you're already kind of rich, you know, you've got like 30 million, you're obviously going to take the 50 million, right? Or am I crazy for thinking like that? Doctor, don't worry. The surgery has a 1 in 1,000 chance in failure. And my last 99 patients were fine. Civilians. Mathematicians. I feel bad for my future kid because I'll never be good at maths and it will just be us both crying at the kitchen table. God knew I would be too powerful if I could do maths. So math rock? Is that really a thing? Do people be like, what's your favorite maths rock band? And they'd be like, punk trigonometry. No reply, so Carlos just got straight to the point. Let me see your feet, which? My knowledge of serial killers versus my knowledge of maths. The best relation dynamic. Can't do math. Can do math. Damn, I can't see anything in this fog. Omi got caught on the hub. Meanwhile, my school blocked cool math games. Math problems during lectures. Balloons, 27. During exams. You're telling me a math called these games? You're telling me a box chair? Never mind. They all ask me what I did in the exam, but nobody asks me what the exam did to me. I am the person from your 3rd grade math word problems. It's a lot of fruit. Our education system is cooked. If Mary took 10 minutes to saw a board into 2 pieces, if she works just as fast, how long will it take for her to saw another board into 3 pieces? 20. The answer is 15. Does he bite? No, but he can hurt you in other ways. 100 million and 1 is divisible by 17. The virus instructions, you're supposed to stay 1.5 meters apart. Pythagoras, am I a joke to you? Spider-Man beat Doctor Strange in the mirror dimension by using math. And now every day until the Earth ends, all math teachers are going to use that fight scene as an excuse to why math is important. X equals flu.grown over grew equals floon. English and American math teacher who called it Duke University and not University of Normal Distribution. Maths when you understand something. Yeah, you understand it for maybe 5 minutes and then the teacher goes on to something even more complicated and it's like, great. This man does the maths and delivers your change. Thanks. Rabbit. Alternative methods of solving maths problems. Math teachers. Math textbooks will put a guy on a skateboard on the cover, making it seem cool, but we all know maths is for nerds. Maths is hard. It doesn't make it any easier. My dad teaching math in Southern California. Literally the only maths class I would ever look forward to. How many colors of the alphabet does it take to taste math? Left, right. Now, why did you think it was okay to post that? Who cares if I suck at math? You'll see. Years later. IRS, your math sucked. They started showing word walls in maths. POV. How my brain feels after the test. Will your dad come home? Using math to find out when your dad is coming home. The risk I took was calculated, but man, I'm bad at math. 851 divided by 351. Thank you, calculator. You didn't help me. 45 degrees in Fahrenheit, in Celsius, in maths. 999 is divisible by 37. Find the angle. Who are you? Who are so wise in the ways of science? I found the guy from the math problems. I did the math. If I had all these griddles, I could make 135 pancakes at once. That or 378 strips of bacon. Dad, how long have you been at Home Depot? Super Bowl. How to read Roman numerals. I tried making the meth from Breaking Bad and failed miserably. That is math from Fixing Good. Math fan. I memorized pi to the 30th digit. If you're so good at math, what's 397 times 46? Mathematicians. What the hell is a 7 and how did it end up in my equation? Real analysis student. You need that for pre-calculus student. If I can draw it without picking my pen up, it's continuous. Is it a bird or is it a plane? Fahrenheit versus Celsius versus Kelvin. 0 to 100 on each side. You better hope it's not 100 degrees Celsius. Physicists. You cannot take G equals 10. It's 9.8. Also physicists. Cat is dead and alive. Who would win? Students with high expectations for their future. Some weird looking crowbar. Theorem. 0 is a small number. If n is a small number, then n plus 1 is a small number. I have over 1080 observable particles in my universe. Why do you think animals are inferior? Can they solve integrals and derivatives? Can you? Parrot learns to say this is trivial and earns a degree in mathematics. Discovering Santa isn't real. Liar. He's real. Discovering the golden ratio occurrence in nature. An artist just misinterpreting coincidences. Are you doing maths problems for fun? Yeah, I love being mentally challenged. Well, I'm glad you've come to terms with it. Thanks. In 3D, space pressure is applied over a 2D area. In 4D, space pressure is applied over a 3D volume. Physics. Oh, that textbook is outdated. It was written before Newtonian mechanics. Chemistry. Oh, that textbook is obsolete. It was written before the electron was discovered. Maths. That textbook was written thousands of years ago, and it's still as useful and relevant as ever. Proof by contradiction. The proof is left as an exercise to the reader. The proof is by magic. Middle schoolers, when the math teacher starts adding letters. Mathematicians discover efficient packing of dino nuggets in 8 dimensions. Math. The math I've learned. My entire bloodline watching me diagonalize a matrix instead of talking to a woman. Mum, can we have maths? No, we have maths at home. Maths at home. Statistics. If you say number loud enough, its value increases. 5 equals 5. 5 equals 120. Why can't we be together? It's complex. Be rational. Get real. Team, I can't do math for anything, but I can write a 3-page English paper in less than an hour. Tell me a joke. Why was the math book sad? Because it had too many problems. Take the previous joke and make it slightly more insulting. Why was the math book sad? Because it was full of problems, just like its owner. Unpopular opinion. Math is low-key fun when you know what you're doing. Yeah, but most of the time you don't know what you're doing. Remember 4th grade PE when you ran a 5-minute mile in street clothes and then went directly to maths? We usually had PE towards like the last segment of school. If you have a crush on maths nerds, tell me. Them, you, them. The graph of the equation is a love heart. That's adorable. Too smart. Too mathy for me. Garden of Eden. Want an apple? No thanks, I don't sin. What's the length of the opposite side of a 30-degree right triangle with a hypotenuse of 20? 10. Thanks.
Not to be a nerd or anything, but we don't know what the forbidden fruit is.
So instead of taking notes like a normal person would in algebra, I decided to do this. I regret nothing. Let's get down to business to defeat the sums. Did they send me functions when I asked for none? Nobody. Maths teachers on the first day of school. Okay, guys, we're already behind. Yeah, I always heard them say this. They would always say this to me, or to the class, not just me. Stupid of you to cook the bread at 350 degrees for 55 minutes, when you can just do the math and cook it at 19,250 degrees for 1 minute. All right, everyone, let's pick out some colored balls from the urn. Toddlers. Combinatoric students. What is a combinatoric student? What is that? Hey, tell me your most down bad moments. I wrote all the math answers on my nuts and passed the test with my sack out. A Russian mathematician solved a 100-year-old math problem. He declined the Fields Medal, $1 million in awards, and later retired from math because he hated the recognition the math community gives to people who prove things. Hey, math Twitter, I noticed the carpet in my hotel room has some variation of the Hilbert curve. They seem to be clumped in groups of 6 instead of 4 though. I think that could be maybe a million versions of me in parallel universes which are slightly different, and not one version of me would be like this. Not one. Yeah, it'd probably take a trillion Johnnies to be like this. How do you think like this? Oh my lord. Impressive, but yeah. Student, with this rain and the floods, the math teacher will not come. The math teacher. High school teachers you can be real with. History teachers, English teachers, and business teachers. High school teachers that were cops. Maths teachers, gym teachers. Yeah, allegedly, all I'm saying is a lot of gym teachers tend to be, how do I say this? Predators. It was a huge disappointment as a child to fall in love with the stars and then find out how much maths it requires to get anywhere near them. Me wanting to be an astronaut but realizing how much work is involved, like numbers. Oh no. Shout out to everyone that had a dream, career, or ideal life but were roadblocked by math. Maths came into my life, whooped my butt, and stole my bike. I don't think it roadblocked me. I just clearly didn't want to be an astronaut enough to really be good at maths. I think most people can do anything. Why are you taking a picture of the sidewalk? It will look good on a Wikipedia article. Chewing gum on a sidewalk. The number of pieces on a single tile is approximately Posian distributed. Did I say that right? A big number years old. Unexpected factorial. Former flat earthers. What made you come around? The Mobius strip earthers had more compelling arguments. Thought I said Morbius and nearly read Morbius.